When I was 6 years old, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so I grew up with this really sense of anxiousness, really a sense of dread and anxiety in my life, and this fear and this panic that just wondering every day if this was the day that she was going to die. Sometimes I'd wonder maybe possibly she was going to get better, but what I knew was happening inside of me was just this constant sense of anxiousness. Anxiety really kept me captive. And so I started to ask myself, God, can you use someone like me who has this anxiety, who's anxious all the time? You and I have a couple of things, or a couple of choices that we can do with anxiety. We can either just pretend it's not there, and we can push it down below the surface, and we can say, you know what, I'm not anxious. And when we do that, some really unhealthy things can begin to happen in our lives. Or we can acknowledge that anxiety is there and that it's in our lives, and we can begin to look at it, and we can begin to hold it up to a light and ask God, what are you speaking to me in my anxiety? What are you saying to me? I really believe that in my own life, when I came to those places where I faced my anxiety and I listened to God in the midst of it and said, God, what do you want me to do with it? What are you trying to teach me with it? That God did some really amazing things. Those are the times when I felt most close to Him. And those are the times when I felt like my faith was really, really growing. And I believe for you that if maybe even only for the first time you begin to look at your anxiety and to say, God, just use it as a tool, use it as a way to move me forward in my faith journey, you will see some amazing things in your life.